you like to experience the life of an inspired young actress and singer aspiring to one day make her break on Broadway? How would you like to perform in front of hundreds of people and claim the stage as your way to stardom? The Humanities Mass Communications Department at Norwalk Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now join our host, Austin Brodsky, to meet the new director.
Thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you are about to meet are students who, when not on camera, they are behind the scenes working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student will write and direct 2 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves, the productions they are planning, and give you the chance to get to know them and watch their progress throughout the semester. Our guest today is an NCC student who has a passion for performing arts and plans on pursuing her dreams as an actress and music artist after completing 2 years and graduating with an associate's degree. We would like you to meet our guest today, Saige B. So we know that performing is your passion. Can you tell us when you discovered your talents and when you decided you wanted to pursue them as a career?
Well, at the age of 5, my father bought me a tape recorder, and along with it came a Janet Jackson tape, and I learned all her songs, and ever since then I've been singing. I also started singing in the church. That's where I sang in front of an audience for the first time. And then I went on later to, I performed at Stanford Performing Arts Center, and that's where I also performed in front of a big audience for the first time. And in high school I was in Chambers Choir, and I then did the productions in high school, and I was in Bye Bye Birdie, and I played Mae Peterson as a leading role. And that was very fun and exciting, so I enjoyed that a lot. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Can you tell us why you decided to take the TV production course?
Well, I thought it would just be a really good learning experience. I always had an interest in filmmaking and capturing really great moments, and I also thought it would be a great opportunity to exercise my creative muscles and expand my options in a career.
What are some of the most useful things you've learned in the TV production course?
Well, coming into this course, I had no experience in TV production, so I learned to create a storyboard of my own and what settings to check on a camera before using it. I learned about great composition, keeping an audience's attention with capturing lines of grace and emotional lines, things like that.
Tell us about the productions you created for the TV 1 class, the Learning Project, the Action Sequence, Fall Foliage Project, and the Orange Project.
My learning sequence helped me get a feel for the camera and become familiar with making sequences. I learned to write a storyboard. My action sequence, well, hold on. There's my first learning sequence. And that was a really good learning process. And then my action sequence is about a girl who had the intentions of going into the library and doing some studying, but as she went into the library, she just couldn't get focused on studying and get in the mood of it, so she left. And filming that, it really helped me to get even more comfortable with the camera and how to position and do nice cut and clean entrances and exits and things like that. Next is my Fall Foliage Project. I really had a great time doing this. I got to explore parts of Norwalk that I've never seen before and see some nature in the beginning of fall, and it was really beautiful. I got to use my techniques and things like a rule of thirds, lines of grace, shift focus, rack focus, and I also learned, that's when I learned to do background music. And then on my Orange project, this is my last project that I did, and I got to use my own creativity and really brainstorm on some ideas about it. So.
Those look really nice. Can you tell us about your best project?
My best project was my Fall in New England project. I really enjoyed doing it, like I said. It was just beautiful to see all the nature growing into fall and the leaves turning, and I got some really great shots of ducks and leaves wisping in the wind, things like that. And it was just a really great learning film that I did, and I'm happy how it came out. It came out much better than I thought that it would.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Thank you.
What was the most interesting and important skill you learned and how will you put it to use?
The most interesting and important skill was learning Avid. I definitely was unfamiliar with it, and it was very difficult at first for me, but it's definitely something that I can see using in the future towards making a sequence or a video of my performances and shows like that. So.
Today we got to meet someone who shared with us their passion for performing arts and inspiration to becoming an actress and singer. I would like to thank our guest today, Saige Bryant, for joining us today. We hope you enjoy meeting one of television's future directors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week to watch our progress. Thank you and good day.
Chop, 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 chop.
This has been The New Directors with your host, Austin Brodsky, directed by Eddie Cesario. I'm your announcer, Nicolette Calderon. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College student production.